Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Cam. My name is Camille, but you can call me Cam. That's what usually everybody calls me. I'm here to start a podcast called Thumbs Up to the Strong. I've been wanting to do this for about a year and a half. I've been doing Strongman for 2 years now. I'm 59 years old, and it's been a great sport for me, mentally, physically. I just love it. So a little bit about my background. I'm happily married, going on 37 years this year. I've got 4 kids, 4 grandkids, and 3 in our household that do strongman lifting. My wife and my son and granddaughter, and we're all active. My background has always been hiking, hockey, and rugby. I've been weightlifting since I was 12 for hockey purpose mostly. But I've been fortunate to be able to be in the sport and a lifestyle that has kept me healthy. So having done that, I've done powerlifting as well for probably about 4 years, and then was able to find strongman through my son and some of the people that we worked out at a gym, and now we have a gym in our home. Our backyard is just full of stuff that we can do and use for strongman. So I'm just excited. I'm here to uplift and inspire and just give recognition to those awesome people that keep our sport moving strongman forward. I want to my audience for this podcast mainly will probably be for those who haven't really done a whole lot of strongman, and those that I compete along with, because I will be uplifting and propping up those people that I see competing and reaching their PRs and doing some hard things. And that's what life should be about: uplifting, helping each other, and supporting each other. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to quit my job and do podcasts. I don't think I'll do that anytime soon, but I've been wanting to do podcasts. So anyways, having said that, I'm bringing the 5 W's of Strongman, and it's an easy way for me to highlight and give notice to what that is, and that's coming from me. It's just my personal opinion. Maybe some of those who have been doing it for much longer would probably be able to tell you a whole lot more, but I do have some knowledge in a lot, and I can just be a voice for that. Anyways, what is strongman? Well, strongman is usually a strongman event is like probably be 5-6 events in one day, up to 5. 5 seems to be the norm in one day. Static strength, speed movements, carrying sandbags. So you usually in a competition you'll have deadlifts. You could have presses. It could be a log. It's made out of log. Some of them are, some are out of metal welded, or an axle and overhead. A lot of them is you pick them up from the ground, you put them overhead. You could have a circus dumbbell, which is one dumbbell, and you just put it overhead as well. Those are things that usually happen in a strongman competition. Sandbag carries, yoke. The yoke is anyways, I love the yoke, but it's been challenging for me, but yeah, I'm grateful for it because it's pushing me to to conquer it really good. I've done it twice and I haven't done that well. I think my effort's been there, but I am here to tell you that I will conquer it. Yes. And so yeah, there could be stones to shoulder, and that's usually, or stones over bar. We have to lift it and just put it over bar. There's a lot that happens, and it could be like you can pull cars, trucks. There's cars deadlifts. There's truck deadlifts. I know I'm missing some, maybe some obvious ones for farmer's walk. It's like, I don't know about you, but I've always strived on carrying the 7 or 8 bags of groceries in like 2 hands instead of having to go back to the car to pick up 4 or 5. my wife gets after me, but hey, it's just like I was just like the boy part of me, or is there a girl part of you that just says, hey, let's get it done in one shot? Yeah, so stuff like that. And sometimes you can have strongman can be like 5, 6 events. It could be like 8 events, like or 6 events. You know, like the Kamloops show, the Pro Am show last year in Kamloops was a 2 day show. So sometimes you can have a 2 day show. 2 day shows are different. I was a competitor last year. Possibly, maybe this year I could compete at one or compete at one. I'm hoping. We'll just see what the schedule does and where we can do it. Yeah. So having said that, where is Strongman? Where does it take place? Well, you know, it can be in gyms, it can be in arenas, it can be in fields, parking lots, in the cold and in the bright sun and the heat of right in the middle of summer. So there's best of both worlds. But you can be rest assured that when those things happen, whoever puts on those shows, they always make sure that everything is looked after. Like there's enough water, there's first aid people to help, you know, like available people to just be there to help you with all these things. You know, the Magnus Strongman Classic is famous for it's like a strongman show. Yeah, it is cold. It is super cold. So you get all the elements, and that's the thing too. Is as I say, where is strongman? I say never expect strongman could change at the whim. Like so, you know. Last year I was at Duncan. It was overcast at a show in the first year that I did, and midway through the strongman show, there was a storm that brewed, and a couple of our tents flew off. And having said that, it was like my one main event win in 2 years, and it was the Denny Stone Hold. And there's a video of me, and I've got my hoodie on because it was cold and everybody's kind of like just crouched. But it was just like, it was incredible to do these strong acts of grit and will, determination, just seeing it from everybody. I didn't know I had a grip. So that's I figured that after that maybe I've got a decent grip. So that helped me understand like my strengths, and that everybody's got a strength. Everybody does. So the other thing too is we're going to jump to when is strongman. So when is strongman is usually at the start of the year, right? So you know, January to, you know, like to summertime, and then you think from there on you'll have the provincials and then the nationals that follow. And after that, I mean, some people go to worlds. There's different, you get people in our local circle like Sean Hayes, who travels to go to world competitions, and you know, he's represented Canada in the past. So yeah, so I was just going to mention in BC is where I'm at. So we're in March 14th, we have Kings and Queens of the Throne, and that's going to be in mainland Vancouver. And Jordan Broadhead, I think, is putting that up. So excited. And I think in the future episodes, I will probably give you feedback on what will be at the events and the rosters, and speak on what I know and all the great people that are putting this show and what they're doing. To help it make it go. Like, these are awesome people. April 18th in Victoria, Jesse Campbell and James Knowles, I think the Victoria Strength Challenge, and this is, I was there last year, and I had a great time, and you know that whatever Jesse gets when he gets going on does things, he's pretty phenomenal. Great show. I'm grateful for it. So May 30th, we have the Shoe Swap Showdown. That's coming up. And then June 6th, we have Fraser Valley Strongest. June 13th, we have Caribou's Strongest. July 11th and 12th, that's a two-day Twin Rivers Strength Fest. So I I'm hoping to be able to hit that one this year. We'll just see. Our schedule is really busy, but I'm grateful, and we'll see what happens. There's like grateful to have all these competitions that we can have, and these competitions that you go to, your goal is to finish high enough to qualify for provincials, and from there, some of us that are lucky go to nationals as well. So July 25th, we'll have the BC Record Breakers. So BC Record Breakers, as I understand it, is those are where you can have certain feats that you could do for a BC record. Like it could be a yoke walk, or it could be a press, or it could be speed movements that you wanna get your name in the books. I was lucky enough to Sean Hayes's Comox Hummer deadlift 2 years ago. I think it was probably about 2 years ago. I was able to set the Masters record. For the deadlift at 500 pounds. I mean, I was the only one there, and I'm sure that record is since long gone, and somebody's like pushed it way up. But I'm excited to try it again, because I think I could have probably done a whole lot more with it, like gone further up. So yeah, so August 15th you got provincials, BC provincials, and then late August you got BC novice provincials, and we have just an incredible amount of young blood, I'll call them, like new blood coming in, just young and old. They're just new to the sport and they just love it. So that's going to be an exciting year for Strongman. Yeah. So I was thinking, and then the number 4 is why Strongman. And when I say that, I speak as to me personally, why Strongman. I think of Strongman. I think to me, movement is key to life. To dealing with all things that we have in our life. Some things are good, some things are bad, and I think none of those things will ever disappear, good or bad. But I think we do better when we are stronger. We're better able to deal with that. So the world brings us good and bad. It doesn't matter if we're good people or bad. It's, like, how do we better deal with issues, good or bad? Being strong, active, yeah. Thumbs up to the strong. So, and the other thing too is I think of why Strongman? Wow moments. I will speak on a lot on wow moments in Strongman, because that's what so many people hit their PRs, or just moments that are just overwhelming for me. Wow moments for me last year that just come to mind like real quick. Dylan Dorsey hitting a 365 pound log amateur record. Like, I was witness to that. I saw it. Like, wow. Ferris Sambo, first year doing Strongman, under 73, turns pro. She's just like gifted, phenomenal. Jeremy Padfield, shoulder carries a 300-pound bag on his shoulder. Who does that? Jeremy does. I just met him last year, and I became a fan. I call him the human missile. He's just phenomenal. He's a good person. So, there's so many good people in the sport of Strongman. And when I speak on who, the next week's podcast episode, you'll probably hear a lot of people. I won't spend a lot of time speaking on just the people, but I'm hopeful to bring shorts podcasts on specific deadlifts, like axle deadlift, deficit deadlift, just different movements, just to show people what different formats of the exercises are. The other thing too is I was thinking last year in Victoria, we had our granddaughter. She was 2 at the time, and I want to believe it was Mark Smichnik in Victoria. He was struggling with a sandbag, and here I could see my 2-year-old. She was just like, her fists, she was standing up and walking towards him and just clenching her fists, and to watch that from a 2-year-old, it was just like, that's a wow moment for me. Now going forward, like I want to, I'll probably incorporate some of these videos or pictures that show those moments, and it just like, that to me is just incredible. You just can't. It's just a wow moment. You know, like my son competing in the Pro-Am in the 90 kgs. I see him train in our house and everywhere, and he helps everybody. And I realize he's strong. But then when he got to compete against the pros, like, he didn't look out of place. He looked like he belonged. Like, you know, deadlifts and Conan's wheel, like he won those events. He tied for first with the deadlift, but just, that's mind-boggling. I'm just so grateful for that. Like, that's what Strongman does. It helps you be better, and that's what we should be striving as humans, right? To be better, strong mentally, physically, and you know, Strongman benefits everybody. And I want to say this, you know, like, you know, there's ADD, ADHD, there's so many different facets of mental issues that we have. I think I'm probably on the spectrum in some form or way. So, you know, it just, we can become better humans because of it. We can better do good because of Strongman. But being strong, generally, just like, you know, movement and powerlifting, strength, just moving, running, just, it's all part of it. Grateful. The other thing too is, I was thinking, like, why Strongman? I've got Anthony Furman, who's a 2-time 105 kg Strongman pro, like the world champion. This guy's coaching me right now. Like, I want to pinch myself. That's just really, like, wow. He's got me on a routine right now where he's just, it's unlike any routine that I've ever had. Like, it covers every aspect, like the mobility issues, and it's not just do this. There's a paragraph and it explains to you why and how and what your benefits will be, that sort of thing. And I can ask him questions, like, and he's just like, he is so ready and just amazing. I've never had a coach for my weight training. I've always followed certain routines. And that's always been how I've done it. Like, my son Gaetan has guided me and helped me. My wife, I'm lucky, and we're surrounded with a lot of knowledge in this house with how we lift, how we recover from injuries, how we move forward, how we do things. So yeah, so there's just grateful to be part of this sport. So I just want to say, next week I will touch on who does Strongman. And in this particular episode, I'll probably speak on who I've witnessed, who I've got to meet, and even some I haven't really gotten to meet. I've not the opportunity to meet them, but I've had the opportunity to see them do what they do, and it's just like, wow, thumbs up to you. It's just incredible. We have movers and shakers of the sport, meaning those that do, like, they coach, they ref, they compete, they just, like, they, you know, some of them have got podcasts going, and I was inspired to do that as well. So I don't know where this podcast takes me, but I just want to be a voice. If you want to give a thumbs up, that's great. If you want to comment, ask questions, if there's something you would like for me to cover. And like I said, I'm not going to be do long podcasts, but I will do probably shorts just to show people specific exercises. And from there, we will just go. And anyways, till next week, folks, thumbs up to the strong. Have a good day.